It's time then for round 4 at the Fuji Speedway in Japan, and well, it's not a Mercedes on pole. Lando Norris takes pole position here for the first time this season. Hamilton alongside. Verstappen and West line up on row 2. Verstappen with his best qualifying so far this season. The two Mercedes on row 3, Antonelli and Russell 5th and 6th. And then following behind, Arvid Lindblad out-qualifying the Red Bull of Isaac Hadjar. A big shock in the Red Bull camp. Ricciardo in 9th, highest position of the season so far. Ocon in 10th. Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc, the two former teammates, line up on row 6. Kristen Clark and Oscar Piastri line up behind, 13th and 14th. And then Behrman and Gasly. A poor qualifying from Behrman by his standards. Gasly not in the top 10 at all. Hulkenberg 17th, Sainz in 18th, Williams still struggling. And then the two Cadillacs with their two best qualifyings of the season. Both cars very, very even. Perez and Bottas doing well. Alonso getting the Aston Martin onto P21, Lawson in 22, Colapinto and Bortoletto line up in 23rd and 24th, and on the back row, Lance Stroll and Alex Albon after a poor qualifying for the Williams. For the first time since 2008, Formula 1's going to go racing in Fuji as we come to 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Norris with a good getaway. Hamilton not so well. West a bit fishtailing in the background. Verstappen's having a go. Looking down towards turn 1. Around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. Having a go. Maybe. But Norris holds the position quite nicely. And Hamilton is losing ground. West got some great traction out the corner off turn 1. And now West is going to have a look up around the outside of turn 4. West looking to the outside. Hamilton's losing on the curb, and he's round the championship leader. There's someone over there in the background too. It looks like a racing bulls, but West in the background has managed to make it through, and there's a big pile up. That's Lewis Hamilton, and there's cars streaking through ever so slightly, but that is not a good start for the World Championship leader. And now Lando Norris is going to streak away. Probably might be a safety car as well. Oh, we need to see a replay of this, and we are. So West gets off the turn 1 quite nicely and maybe looks to have a look around the outside of Hamilton. Pushes Lewis to the inside. He has the corner, but it takes way too much curb and West just knocks him round. That's a huge, huge surprise. Right on board then with Lewis Hamilton. And well, West looks to the outside and yeah, I think he just tries to take a bit too much curb, sees the bollard and misses. Oh, that's just unfortunate. And then this is Arvid Lindblad. Oh, I think this is the racing bull that went. Oh! He's flipped over. Well then, Verstappen in hot pursuit of Norris as we come now up towards this tight and twisty section, the Dunlop corner, up now towards the final sector of this circuit. And Verstappen, he's never raced here at Fuji before, neither has Norris. West. Only Hamilton and Alonso have actually raced here, and Vettel. But Verstappen is going to be under pressure now from West. West is really starting to put the hammer down as he comes through the last corner up towards Panasonic, and round we go. Turn 16, West goes a bit deep, but it's not going to affect him. Of course, maybe the battery might help him up towards turn 1 now. This long pit straight. Down towards turn 1 we go. The Daichi, and now West going to pull to the right hand side and dive down towards the inside, but Verstappen's not going to have any of that. He's going to look back again and maybe try and get the move back. Verstappen down the inside on West, it turns turn 1, and well, P2 is Verstappen's, or is it? West is going to throw the kitchen sink back at Verstappen, down the inside and towards turn 3, and well, he does get the move done this time. West into P2, a brilliant move from the West Racing Sport driver. Verstappen is knocked down to P3. Well then, Isaac Hadjar looking on the back of Kimi Antonelli, and well, he's had a good start, Isaac Hadjar. I think he made it through the melee. It was turn 3 earlier on, and well, now he's going to be putting Kimi Antonelli under a lot of pressure. This is nice and easy going for this pack of 3 here. The longer they stay behind Antonelli, the more they're going to bunch up. Isaac Hadjar getting close enough, but not quite close enough on the back of Kimi Antonelli and George Russell. It might be a bit of team play from Mercedes just to try and back the Red Bull into Russell's grasp. Well then, here we are again. Isaac Hadjar once more, still stuck behind Kimi Antonelli. 28 laps down, and Russell is maybe starting to have a look and maybe have a sniff towards the back, but Isaac Kadjar getting really close to Kimi Antonelli now. Might he have a go into the Dunlop? Not quite to be. Oh, he does have a sneaky look down the inside, stick the front wing up over the curve, bouncing dangerously. A Hassoff in the midfield there. I don't think he's going to get that going again. But Russell, well, that's really helped him. Antonelli, great defending, going through turn 12, and well, now up towards nets as we come towards Panasonic again through the last section of corners. And Isaac Kadjar is really starting to struggle, maybe at the hands of George Russell. Have the tyres burnt up just a bit too long. And George Russell now has got a great exit, a so much better exit than Isaac Kadjar on the main straight now. He'll look towards turn 1 to make the dive down the inside. Here he is, gaining slowly, pulling to the right hand side. George Russell having a look and maybe looking to have a go into turn 1. Here we go. And well, that is an easy piece of cake move for George Russell. And well, Ricciardo's going to sneak down the inside too. We didn't expect that from the KCF1 car. Daniel Ricciardo jumps down the inside of Isaac Kadjar, and well, he is up to P6. What a great move that is from the Australian. Isaac Kadjar back in 7th. Well, Lando Norris now under pressure once again from West. This pack of 3 at the top of the table and top of the tree are really been fighting out all race. West is going to have the gain. Look at the electrical energy he's using to try and get past Lando Norris. To the right hand side he goes towards turn 1. Lando Norris will have to defend this one all the way round the outside. Norris forced it. West is going to try and push him all the way to the outside of the track, but West can't quite get the move done there. He's going to have all the traction though coming out of turn 1. West going to look around the outside. He tries and he does get the move done into turn 3. A great move from West, and that is Lando Norris down to P2. And now West is going to be leading the Grand Prix for the first time this season, and the Japanese Grand Prix all a little bit wide, but he's managed to hold on just a little bit. And wow, West up into P1. Well, here we have the Audi of Nico Hülkenberg looking up the inside of Esteban Ocon into Panasonic, and round he goes. And well, now that is a perfect move from Nico Hülkenberg, but he's going to have to defend it again. Clark in behind on Ocon too. Ocon's having a bit of grass mowing on the left-hand side, gaining slowly on Hülkenberg, but even Clark's going to have a look down the inside, maybe looking for 2 the price of 1. Down the inside, and we look down towards turn 1. Clark last of the late breakers, and Nico Hülkenberg is just about going to try and hold it 2 side by side. Small lock-up from Clark, and P9 is Hülkenberg's. A brilliant little bit of play there from Nico Hülkenberg to get 2 in 1 and also defend the lead at the same time. It's been a perfect race for West, and he comes through the final corner. He's going to take his first victory in Formula 1, his first of the season, and maybe what more can he do? West across the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix. A brilliant race all round for the West Racing Sport team, and well, this really spices up the championship fight now. No Ferrari's result today, but West is a winner in Formula 1, and what a day it's been for the Brits. And Norris in 2nd, Verstappen in 3rd. What a day it's been. What a race and what a day for West Racing Sport. West on top of the podium for the first time in Formula 1 and the first time this season. A new top 3, Norris on the podium for the first time. Verstappen also on the podium for the first time in a Red Bull. Maybe things are looking up for the Red Bull team. West on top then today. Antonelli, Russell, Ricciardo, Hadjar, Hülkenberg, Behrman and Clark is your top 10. Big points for Mercedes, and also big points and a first double points for KCF1 team. A brilliant day for Ricciardo and Clark, and a great day as well for Hülkenberg. You can't, it's great days all round in the top 10. Anyways, your driver standings then. Antonelli then leads the way with 70 points after Hamilton's retirement. West breaks into the top 10 and sits in 8th behind Isaac Hadjar. But Antonelli, Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, Hadjar, West, Piastri and Clark. But it could all change when we next go to Turkey.